You know these little negative charges right here? These electrons, corpuscles, whatever you choose to call them. J.J. Thomson discovered the electron, but not this model.
Recording.
Let's state the obvious here. The straight textbook information, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron, which he called corpuscle, back in the day. He discovered it using cathode ray tubes, or CRT, which is essentially just an empty glass chamber, like a tube, and it's void of any electrons. This means that an electric charge can pass positive to negative and make an electric current. The French and British physicists at the time thought that this was just in fact just electrified particles, which was going with the Dalton-Biellard ball theory. And the German thought it was just ether. And cathode ray tubes are not really used anymore, but I was able to find a TV that in fact used it. Just, you know, your old school TVs, they have them in them. You'd think that such a thing would have been hard to advance. I mean, a corpuscle that's 1,000 times smaller than the previous theory to his, Dalton's Biellard ball theory? Psh, get out of here. Thomson was such a great speaker that this theory was accepted without doubt, though obviously it kind of freaked out the public a little bit. Now, what qualifies Thomson as a chemist, physicist, or just overall scientist? Well, he was born in Manchester, England in 1856, went to Trinity College in 1876, and didn't leave since. He won several prestigious prizes such as Second Wrangler, Second Prize Man, and then continued to become a lecturer in 1883, and then a master in 1918. If that doesn't satisfy you, he was also a Cavendish Professor of Experimental Physics, and he won a Nobel Prize in 1906. Talk about top dog in the scientist field. Honestly, Thomson had no real trouble, except for possibly his social awkwardness. Apparently he was so shy, but felt compelled to throw social events, like birthday parties for his children, or scientific reunions, which he was thoroughly bored with. But that's not to say he didn't like people. In fact, he likes all kinds of people. Liked all kinds of people, I should say. People with degrees, without degrees, scientific or not. He liked everyone, in general. As for competition, J.J. Thomson never really seemed to have any problems at patenting his idea of electrons. Instead of competition, he inspired others, like his very own student, Rutherford, but Yawun will talk to you about him. Today, J.J. Thomson is still considered an awesome chemist, although his theory is kind of outdated, plum pudding model and all. But he's known as the man who split the atom. I mean, how awesome is that?